it's Nicole, and today with Cheeky Studios we're doing a YouTube hop, and we're going to be talking about some of our favorite things. Now, back in May, I did, during the National Scrapbooking Day, I did my faves. So I did, my hobbies, friends, family, coffee, movies I was watching, and my career that I did. So I don't want to do anything that's kind of the same, so I want to change it up a little bit. So today I'm going to talk about my favorite things that is in my scrap room, which is kind of appropriate because we're scrapbooking. And so I took out a few of the things, some die cuts from Cheeky Studios, the wildflower sets, which are my favorite. I took some cut aparts out, the wildflower set 4. I have a bunch of different ones in there. I have the flamingo one. I have just different ones. I have some flares in there. I love these little flamingos. I might try to use those. I grabbed this pattern paper because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those side by side in my album. So as you can tell, this pattern paper here with the chevron is from Echo Park Darling Dots, and it goes really well with that other pattern paper. And I had matted the photos with a light pink cardstock, which I brought that into, and some black cardstock and some polka dots. So I went and found the polka dot pattern papers and everything, so that way in my album I'll be able to put those side by side. So now I'm going to put you on fast forward. I'll talk about what I decide to do for this layout. So let's get started on this page. I'm going to cut the branding strip off that pattern paper, and then I'll get going. Also, the polka dot paper is also from Echo Park, but it is from the This and That collection, the Girl collection from 2012. I had 19 pictures that I wanted to scrap on this layout, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, so I'm going to play around for a little bit and then I'll decide on a design. And while I'm doing that, I just want to remind you that this is a YouTube hop for Cheeky Studio. So in the description box below, I'll have all the information on Cheeky Studio, and then I'll also have a link to everyone that also is participating in the YouTube hop, and you can win some prizes. So what you can do to enter your name to win some prizes. So I'll have all of that in the description box below. But let's talk about some of my favorite things. Like I said, I had done a page during the National Scrapbooking Day, and I talked about some of my favorite things, like scrapbooking and soaping and books and, my family and friends and traveling and coffee and all this stuff. So I thought, I don't want to make the same thing twice. I've already done what are my favorite things for 2018 as far as, my whole life in general. So let's talk about some of my few scrappy favorite things. And like I said, I have quite a few of them. So I thought I have to put in there the stuff that you need, to scrapbook. So you need a camera. So I love my Canon camera. And so I took a picture of that. I took a picture of my Canon selfie. I mean, it doesn't print the best pictures in the world, but I find it's perfect for, what I need it for. Like for this, within 20 minutes, I was able to take the pictures with my camera and print all these pictures so I could do this layout. So I got my Canon selfie. I also have a Canon Pro 100. Now that is a better camera, and it does way better quality photos, and I love that thing. So I had to put a picture of that. I had to put a picture of my scrap room. So I put a picture of my scrap room, and here are some of my favorite scrappy things. So going from right to left on top of the layout, I have 6 pictures. So I have my Caterpillar crop. I absolutely love it, and I love the size of it because then I can take it to crops. I have my Creative Memories cutter, which I've had forever, at least like 15 years, and it still cuts my photos like butter. Then I kind of cheated and put 3 things in one photo. I put my quick dry adhesive, which I end up putting in my fine line bottle, which I do like it in my fine line bottle. And I have my EK Success powder tool, which making page kits, I love because I can take the stickiness away from my stickers. I get so many questions on that tool. So it is EK Success powder tool, and I got mine at Simon Says Stamp. Now, the next thing to that is my new favorite. It is a cutting board and a new knife, and it's from the company Gorgeous that does the stamps, Gorgeous Girls. I absolutely love that cutting board. It's so pretty. I got that at Simon Says Stamp. My next thing is foam tape. I use foam tape all the time. So I just put 3 rolls there just for the aesthetic looks and took some pictures of my foam tape. The next thing is my ATG gun. I love that thing. I use it all the time. Then the bottom row, I put enamel dots. I put some tiny stickers, letter stickers, the doodlebug ones. Oh my goodness, I use those all the time. And then I put thickers. And then next to that, I put die cuts. I put a few pictures of the Cheeky Studio little die cuts there. Absolutely love them. They're great, and I'm going to end up using them on this layout. And then I put pattern papers because, you know, you can't do anything without that pattern paper. And the last thing is my page kits, because I absolutely love page kits because it makes making layouts so much easier. Now let's talk a little bit about what I did. I took those polka dot papers and I cut 2 strips off of them, both at 3 inches. Then I matted all the photos kind of butting up against each other and then mounted it on some light pink cardstock. I did the same thing with the one in the center, except I remounted the whole thing in black because I really wanted the pictures in the center of the page to pop. Now I'm going to glue everything down. I went into my stash and got my favorite little washi tape, which is this little, I think it's like 1/16 of an inch or 1/8 of an inch wide, and I just love the width of it, and it's almost out. So I'll have to see if I can find some more somewhere. And then I'm going to start putting everything down. And because I had so many pictures, it kind of determined how I was going to do the design of this layout, because I wanted to use all the pictures. I have to say though, there was one picture I didn't end up using, which was my Tim Holtz mini inks, which I absolutely love too, but there just wasn't any room for them. So I think I will mention them in my journaling. So I rip open some new packages that I have of the wildflowers from Cheeky Studio. I'm going to go through them. I'm going to make some flower clusters, and I just figured it was appropriate because I just love everything scrapbooking, and one of my favorite things to use in my layouts, is flowers. So, you know, going along with the favorite things, flowers. Now I'm going to use some of those circles. I punch them out with my 1-inch circle, and then I'm making my own flares using these epoxy clear stickers, and I absolutely love those. I love how you can make your own flare badges. I'm going to end up inking all the edges of all the pattern papers using Distress ink in black soot, and then I'm just going to start gluing everything down. Like I said, this page came together super quickly. The embellishments were super cute, so super easy to use. I'm going to end up using one of those labels too, and then I'm going to end up using one of those stickers that came in the July kit from Vicky Boutin. And I don't know if you're aware, but Cheeky Studio now is now doing some monthly kits. So if you want to check that out, again, the links are in the description box below. And today, August 11th, there's going to be a bunch of videos that you can go and get a whole bunch of inspirations and having people talk about their favorite things. So don't forget to check everybody out in the description box below. So it'll be in the description box below, but I'll let you know also what you need to do. So first you need to subscribe to my channel, comment on this video, and go to the next person on the list. And then you just repeat steps number 1 to 3. So subscribe to their channel, comment on their video, and then go on to the next video. And then Cheeky Studio is going to draw, and somebody's going to win a prize from Cheeky Studio. So it's a win-win. You'll get tons of inspiration, and also you get a chance to win some prizes. So that's it. That's going to complete this layout. And also, I forgot to mention the discount code. So if you type in Nicole Jones 911, you'll get 10% off your order. Again, if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're enjoying these videos, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. And I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.